you're still thinking about rolling the dice in Las Vegas, listen to my advice. Save the money for that plane ticket and do literally anything else with it. I'm not joking. As someone who's spent half a lifetime in this gambling mecca, I've watched this desert mirage transform from a paradise built for gamblers and dreamers into a ruthless, money-obsessed financial meat grinder with an appetite so ugly it doesn't even bother to hide it. The Vegas of today isn't the place we remember. That unspoken pact, you bring your cash, and I'll give you the best thrills in the world with a sliver of hope for a big win, has been torn up without a second thought. Now they just want your money, and they don't even pretend otherwise. I remember Vegas 20 years ago, when the air was thick with possibility. It was a heady mix of cheap cologne, free cigarettes, and Budweiser-fueled adrenaline. You'd walk into any casino and feel a pulse, a resonance of thousands of hearts pounding for a shared, fleeting dream. Back then, Vegas had a rough-and-tumble swagger. It didn't care where you came from or what you wore. As long as you sat at the table, you were a god. Dealers would chat with you, waitresses would remember you liked your whiskey on the rocks, and even losing felt like it came with a "I'll get M tomorrow" kind of bravado. It was a place for regular folks. A truck driver could stretch $100 over a weekend. A factory worker could feel like a king. But now, that vibe is gone, replaced by a cold, sterile air, like the central AC in a corporate high-rise, laced with the scent of disinfectant and greed. That sense of possibility has been swapped for a grim certainty. You will lose, and you'll lose without a shred of dignity. Think the biggest scam is at the casino tables? Wrong. That idea is outdated. The real slaughter starts the moment you're sitting at home, planning your trip on your computer. You pull up a booking site, see that shiny $1.99 a night deal, and feel like you've struck gold, like the casino's rolling out the red carpet for you. Hold on to that feeling. It's probably the last time you'll feel good on this trip. That $99 isn't a price. It's a psychological trap, a shiny lure to hook you. The second you click book, the slow bleed begins. First, some fine print you can barely read informs you the price doesn't include the resort fee. That term itself is a fraudulent invention. Once upon a time, this fee might have been $10, supposedly for maintaining the pool or gym. Now, at Bellagio, it's $55 a night. At Wynn, it's $56. That's more than the cost of a decent hotel room in many mid-tier American cities. They'll tell you it covers Wi-Fi and gym access. Laughable, since the Wi-Fi drops every 5 seconds, and most guests don't even know where the gym is. It gets worse. When you drag your tired self to the hotel and try to check into an already cleaned room a few hours early, the front desk will flash a polished smile and say, "Sure, but that'll be a $60 early check-in fee. Want to park your car? Sorry, even as a guest, you're paying $1.25 a day for self-parking, $38 for valet. Add it all up, and your $99 room before taxes easily doubles. By the time you get the final bill, that $99 has ballooned to nearly $175. The house always wins, and in Vegas, that rule kicks in the moment you book your hotel. It's a meticulously designed hunt, and you're the prey from the start. Okay, fine, you suck it up. You're here to have fun. You drop your bags, stomach growling, ready to treat yourself. You're still thinking of Vegas's old reputation for cheap, delicious food, 99-cent shrimp cocktails, or buffets so good you'd waddle out for under $20. Well, welcome to reality. That era went out with the implosion of the old casinos. Now you walk into an average food court, eyeing a sandwich that used to cost $10, only to see it's now $15 with meat sliced thinner than paper. Want some nachos by the pool? That'll be $25, and that's the friendly price. Some menus go as high as $50. I once saw a kid from the Midwest at Fontainebleau, shell-shocked, paying $30 for a lousy coffee and a rock-hard bagel. His face, I'll never forget it. A plain grilled cheese sandwich, no fries included, is $18. This isn't some Michelin star masterpiece. It's Vegas's new normal, a blatant rip-off banking on your I'm here mentality. The value Vegas was once famous for is now a cruel joke. They don't need cheap food to lure you anymore. They know once you're in their hotel, you're fish on their chopping block. Every basic need, food, water, sleep, getting around, is just another profit-squeezing opportunity. Social media has turned this into a modern-day emperor's new clothes. In the past, getting ripped off meant grumbling to your buddies. Now everyone's got a megaphone. People aren't just venting privately. They're snapping photos of absurd bills and posting them online with furious captions, spreading like wildfire. A $50 margarita, a $28 bottle of sunscreen you'd get for $3 at any drugstore, $9 for bread and butter that's free at any decent European restaurant. These aren't prices. They're insults to your intelligence. The internet's watching this circus, with hashtags like hashtag Vegas Ripoff racking up billions of views. Former die-hard fans are now the loudest critics, forming online groups to share their horror stories and warn others about the worst offenders. There's even a wallet strike movement, urging people to fight back by not spending. When your prices are so outrageous they become a meme, you've already lost. Casino execs used to brush this off, but now, with tourist numbers dropping every quarter, they're starting to sweat. All right, you push through the gouging, thinking, I'm here to gamble. That's my battleground, as long as the tables are fair. Sorry, but you're in for another letdown. The days when you could sit at a $5 blackjack table for hours, sparring with the dealer and sipping free whiskey, are long gone. Finding a $5 minimum bet on the strip is harder than finding a unicorn. $25 is the starting line, jumping to $50 or $100 on weekends or holidays. This isn't welcoming regular players. It's a barricade of cash screaming, broke folks, stay out. I know a guy named Frank, a retired truck driver from Pennsylvania. For 30 years, he'd bring his $500 savings to Vegas for a week-long ritual. Winning or losing didn't matter, he loved the vibe. He'd stretch that $500 over days at a $5 table, chatting with strangers from all over. Last year, he was back after 2 days. His $500 vanished in under an hour at a $25 minimum table. He felt like a fool, surrounded by stone-faced high rollers. That place isn't for us anymore, he said. It's not just higher stakes. They've tweaked the rules behind your back to make your odds worse than ever. Take roulette. Most casinos now use the infamous 000 wheel. Traditional European roulette has 1 0, American has 2, with house edges of 2.7% and 5.26%. Now, they've added a third zero, or a casino logo, pushing the house edge to 7.69%, nearly triple the European game. Yet people still line up, clueless that they're starting at a massive disadvantage. Or video poker, once a game where skilled players could hold their own. They've quietly slashed payouts. In jacks or better, full house and flush used to pay 9:1 and 6:1. Now, most machines are 8:1 and 5:1 or worse. That tiny change drops the theoretical return from 99.5% to under 97%. Even if you play perfectly, you lose faster. They don't respect skill anymore, just want to fleece the unaware. That camaraderie with dealers and fellow gamblers? Almost gone. More tables are now soulless electronic screens. One dealer handling dozens of players staring at their monitors. No banter, no shared cheers when someone hits a big hand. Just lonely souls battling a program machine. And those iconic free drinks and buffets? History. You used to get a cocktail just for sitting at a slot machine. Now, you need to bet big and rack up player card points for a measly drink voucher. Vegas's charm was that tonight could be my night thrill, the human connection. Now, it's just about draining your wallet as efficiently as possible. For regular gamblers like us, the pure fun is dead. The irony? While casino execs boast to Wall Street about record demand and robust spending, they're quietly shutting down entire hotel floors because they can't fill them. Their record profits come from squeezing more out of each visitor, not from more visitors. The numbers don't lie. Pre-pandemic, Vegas hotel occupancy was a steady 95% plus. In 2025, it's down to about 85%. That's thousands of empty rooms nightly. Even after demolishing the 1,500-room Tropicana and closing the 3,000-room Mirage for renovations, they can't fill what's left. If demand were really robust, those remaining rooms would be booked solid. Instead, walk into any casino hotel on a weekday, and it feels desolate. The 24/7 buzz is gone, replaced by empty tables and a handful of seniors at the slots. Restaurants and cafes that used to run 24 hours now close at 10 p.m. When a city sold as the city that never sleeps starts turning off the lights early, you know something's rotten at the core. The only record being broken is how fast the vibrant, old Vegas spirit is disappearing. Vegas's hospitality used to be the gold standard, a legend in textbooks. Now, you walk into those once glamorous lobbies and get greeted not by a helpful concierge but by a QR code and a sluggish chatbot. MGM, Caesars, Hentang, they've all slashed staff who remembered your name or helped plan a special anniversary, replacing them with machines and automated systems. Housekeeping went from daily to every 3 days, called eco-friendly. But the tip envelope still shows up on your pillow like clockwork. Front desk lines stretch past 20 minutes because one person now handles check-ins, check-outs, luggage, and questions, work that used to be split among 3 or 4. It all points to one brutal truth. In this city's new math, you, the living, breathing person, don't matter. Your experience, your feelings, irrelevant. You're just a number on a balance sheet, a walking wallet, a data point for their algorithms. The human warmth, the connection, has been stripped away, leaving nothing but cold transactions. Even the free spectacles that defined Vegas's skyline are vanishing. The Mirage's volcano, a nightly must-see, is gone, replaced by a bland guitar-shaped hotel. Treasure Island's pirate ship battle? Long cancelled. These free shows used to draw crowds, creating a generous, magical vibe. To today's managers, anything that doesn't directly make money is a cost to cut. This short-sightedness is eroding Vegas's soul, turning the dazzling strip into a generic mall. The good news? People aren't idiots. After getting fleeced again and again, they're voting with their feet. This summer, official numbers showed an 11% drop in visitors from last year, nearly 400,000 fewer people monthly. This tide of disappointed travelers is finally making the suits in their data-driven offices feel the chill. New laws force hotels to list all mandatory fees up front, but that doesn't lower prices. It just shows you how hard you're getting screwed before you pay. Real power isn't in complaining. It's in walking away. When hotels see more empty rooms, half-full restaurants, and declining casino revenue, they'll have to rethink their relationship with customers. That's the basic, brutal market rule, the only weapon us regular folks have, and the strongest. So, is Las Vegas in 2025 worth visiting? After all this, my answer is clear. When a city loses its basic respect for gamblers, for all regular visitors, when it shifts from offering dreams and entertainment to designing traps and exploitation, it betrays the very foundation it was built on. It's lost its soul. The real gamble isn't about the cards on the table. It's about reading the room, knowing when to bet, when to hold, and most importantly, when to walk away. Right now, for Las Vegas, it's time for every smart player to leave the table. Take your money, your time, your hopes, and spend them elsewhere. The lights might not be as bright, but at least the house there might still give you a genuine smile instead of scheming to bleed you dry.